Hey everyone, welcome back to our culinary journey around the world. Today, we're diving into the delicious world of bánh mì, a Vietnamese sandwich that has taken the globe by storm. It's a Vietnamese sandwich that everyone seems to love. From the bustling streets of Ho Chi Minh City to the cozy cafes in Paris, bánh mì has found a place in the hearts and stomachs of food lovers everywhere. It used to be simple street food, but now you can find it all over the world. This humble sandwich has transcended borders, becoming a global sensation. Big cities, small towns, it doesn't matter. Bánh mì is everywhere. Whether you're in New York, London, or a small town in the countryside, you're likely to find a spot serving this delightful treat. What makes it so good? Well, it's the mix of crunchy bread, tasty fillings, and tangy pickled veggies. The bread is usually a crispy baguette, a nod to Vietnam's French colonial history, filled with a variety of ingredients like savory meats, fresh herbs, and those signature pickled vegetables. It's a party in your mouth. The combination of textures and flavors creates an explosion of taste that keeps you coming back for more. The best part is, bánh mì is super easy to find and easy on the wallet. You don't have to break the bank to enjoy this culinary delight. Restaurants, food stalls, fancy food shops, they all have it. No matter where you go, there's a good chance you'll find a place serving bánh mì. Whether you're a foodie or just curious, bánh mì is worth a try. It's a great introduction to Vietnamese cuisine, and a perfect example of how food can bring people together. Trust me, it's seriously delicious. Once you take that first bite, you'll understand why it's so beloved. But bánh mì is more than just a sandwich. It's a cultural icon that represents the fusion of Vietnamese and French culinary traditions. It's like a symbol of Vietnam showing off its awesome flavors and creative cooking. So next time you see a bánh mì stand, don't hesitate to give it a try. You'll be experiencing a piece of Vietnam's rich culinary heritage. To really get bánh mì, we need to go back in time. This iconic sandwich has a rich history that intertwines with the cultural and political changes in Vietnam. Our journey starts in Saigon, Vietnam in the early 1900s. During this period, Vietnam was a part of French Indochina, and the French influence was evident in many aspects of Vietnamese life. Back then, Vietnam was under French rule, and they brought their favorite bread, the baguette. The French introduced this crusty bread to the Vietnamese, who were quick to adopt it. Little did they know, this bread would become a big deal in Vietnamese cooking. The baguette was initially used in its traditional form, but the resourceful Vietnamese cooks saw potential beyond just a side dish. Vietnamese cooks are super clever, and they found a way to use the baguette in their own dishes. They began experimenting with different fillings, combining local ingredients with the French bread. They filled it with yummy meats, pickled veggies, and flavorful herbs, and bam, bánh mì was born. This fusion of French and Vietnamese culinary traditions created something truly unique. At first, it was just a street food sold by vendors, but it quickly became a hit with working folks. The convenience and deliciousness of bánh mì made it a popular choice for people on the go. It was cheap, easy to carry, and perfect for a quick bite. Workers, students, and travelers all found bánh mì to be the ideal meal for their busy lives. As time went on, bánh mì started to change. The basic recipe remained the same, but regional variations began to emerge, reflecting the diverse culinary landscape of Vietnam. New fillings popped up, making it different depending on where you were in Vietnam. From the north to the south, each region added its own twist, incorporating local flavors and ingredients. Today, bánh mì is enjoyed all over the world. It has become a symbol of Vietnamese cuisine, celebrated for its perfect balance of textures and flavors. Whether you find it in a street market in Hanoi or a trendy cafe in New York, bánh mì continues to delight food lovers everywhere. The story of bánh mì is a testament to the creativity and adaptability of Vietnamese cooks. By blending French and Vietnamese culinary traditions, they created a sandwich that is not only delicious but also a piece of history you can hold in your hands. Okay, so what makes bánh mì so special? This Vietnamese sandwich has captured the hearts and taste buds of food lovers around the world. It's a perfect blend of flavors and textures that come together in a way that's both unique and incredibly satisfying. It's all about how the flavors and textures work together. The combination of crispy, soft, savory, tangy, and fresh elements creates a symphony in your mouth. Every ingredient has a job to do. Each component is carefully selected to contribute to the overall experience, making every bite a delightful adventure. Let's start with the star, the bread. The baguette is the foundation of any great bánh mì. It needs to be just right. You need a baguette that's crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. This contrast in texture is crucial because it provides the perfect vessel for all the other ingredients. It's what holds everything together. Next up, the protein. The choice of protein can vary, but it always adds a hearty, savory element to the sandwich. Grilled pork, chicken, or tofu are the usual suspects, giving it a savory punch. Each protein option brings its own unique flavor and texture, making the banh mi versatile and customizable. Then come the pickled veggies, like carrots and daikon radish. These pickled vegetables are essential because they add a tangy crunch that cuts through the richness of the protein. They add a tangy crunch that balances out the richness. The acidity from the pickles is what makes each bite refreshing and keeps you coming back for more. And for an extra kick, fresh cilantro, cucumber, and chili peppers bring freshness and a little heat. These fresh ingredients add layers of flavor and a burst of color, making the sandwich not only delicious but also visually appealing. To finish it off, a drizzle of mayonnaise and soy sauce brings all those amazing flavors together. The creamy mayonnaise and the umami-rich soy sauce act as the final touch, binding all the ingredients into a cohesive, mouth-watering masterpiece. Guess what? Making your own banh mi at home is a piece of cake. Seriously, with just a few things and some easy steps, you can make this awesome sandwich. First, slice a baguette lengthwise. Spread a little mayonnaise on one side and a tiny bit of soy sauce on the other. Now add your protein of choice to the bottom half of the baguette. Next, pile on those pickled veggies. Top it off with fresh cilantro, cucumber slices, and as many chili peppers as you can handle. Boom! Your very own banh mi is ready to eat. Did you know that banh mi is more than just a tasty sandwich? It's full of history and culture. Here are some fun facts to share at your next banh mi party. First up, the word banh mi actually means wheat bread in Vietnamese. And get this, in 2011, banh mi made it into the Oxford English Dictionary. That's official. The classic banh mi is amazing, but there are so many other types to try. Each part of Vietnam has its own special twist. If you're vegetarian, try the tofu banh mi. Another popular one is banh mi trung, which has a fried egg for extra richness. And in central Vietnam, you'll find banh mi kep thit, with grilled pork meatballs for a flavor explosion. With so many options, there's a banh mi out there for everyone. From its humble beginnings on the streets of Saigon to its worldwide fame, banh mi has won over hearts and stomachs all over the planet. So next time you're looking for something tasty and filling, why not try making your own banh mi? With its crunchy bread, savory fillings, and tangy pickled veggies, it's like taking a bite out of Vietnam. Remember, banh mi is more than just a sandwich. It's a celebration of flavor, culture, and the pure joy of good food. Enjoy.